Nothing. Yeah, the English packs were okay. Got 3 hits. 2 of them are metal Pokemon. I mean steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one is a psychic. The purple one.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Here.
I don't care about that. I lost my ring.
It's just here somewhere. It's here somewhere.
Yes. True. Thanks. I have to stop being so worried about stuff.
Wow. It's normal. Everything feels like it's going to fall apart at any moment.
I try not to feel that way, but it's hard not to.
Everything eventually breaks down.
It does. That phone for a second.
Which phone? This one? Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just charging.
Not right back.
No, it's okay. I'm done.
Oh, here. I'm done with this one. You can use that one.
Wasn't this a Pokemon the guy yesterday, right? It's a steel psychic. Is this the one he liked yesterday? Oh yeah, I think this is the one. Oh, just Jirachi is only awake for 7 days every 1,000 years. Mhm. It's an even bigger sleeper than Snorlax. It's probably hard at work deep in the land of dreams, strengthening its ability to grant people's wishes.
Good deal. You got two Xbox One controllers, two PS4 games. Go with the system. Because the system do not only have one controller each, and a couple of additional master controllers. Each controller is a brand new. For two PS4 games. You pay $5 for the games.
Yeah, I mean,
You didn't pay nothing for them. So you got, I mean, you can just get what I need for what I'm got working on. You know what I mean? Xbox, that's the Xbox controller. Xbox One controller.
Pretty calm. Good job, guys. I really stringing it together today, huh? Well, I tell you what, it's like we almost know what we're doing. Amazing. Bang, bang, bitches! Woo! How y'all doing? What do you think of that? It's time to suffer. Suffer. Didn't Christ say, suffer the little children, suffer? Suffer unto me, the little children. You will suffer. Didn't Jesus say that shit? Something like that? Suffer. It's more like you're going to suffer silently because of me. You tried to silence me, censor me, devalue me. I don't hear anything but fucking silence now. Silence of the lambs. Ignoring issues causes an issue, causes festering. The issues don't go away because you choose to ignore them or act like they don't exist. The true key to salesmanship is not selling you anything. So I'm not selling you a fucking thing. Isn't that brilliant? I didn't sell you anything. I gave it to you. A gift. From my house to yours. Right? We got to think about how we say things these days. You know, language. See, I'm sharing this feed onto several different social media floors. Because I got this strange idea that people like to compete. So I thought to myself, I'd create an environment that I was in control of and prove emphatically that I don't have any fucking competition because I'm me and you're fucking you. And doesn't another one sound like me and ain't nobody supposed to sound like me? Nobody has the same fucking frequency. So let's see what the smart people say about this. Because they always want you to fucking conform to their goddamn opinion. And I think if you can't fucking talk, then you don't have a right to an opinion. And you should keep your mouth shut. Because I'm fucking tired of you thinking I'm your floor mat. Just because my name be Matt. That shit drives me fucking mad. And you know what's even more maddening than that? These assholes thinking me a floor mat? Huh? You know what's more maddening than that? The fucking silence I get when I speak. That's more maddening. Maddening. Damn mad. Damn. Damn mad. They like talking a lot of shit when I'm not present. Let's try it out when I am present. Let's see what happens when I'm in the center of the ring. Let's see what happens when I'm in control of the podium with a bullhorn or a microphone. Let's see what the fuck you have to say now. Huh? You like my goddamn ego? Holy shit. You know what that comes from? Your disrespect, your fucking silence, your attitude thinking I'm your goddamn floor mat. I stood up and you fell flat on your fucking face. Wha-bam! What do you think about this? How do you feel about that? You have a thought process in your head right now besides run? You fishy, 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 fishy! Fishy! How you feeling, fish? Fucking fish! Is that clear enough for you? Can you hear me now? You know, because I've been saying these things for a long goddamn time and no one listens to sounds coming out of my fucking mouth. In one ear, out the other. And it doesn't take hold, doesn't set in, doesn't cause a fucking resonating state to occur. Get the fuck out of here. Their brains are completely deflated. Fucking pancakes, fucking fracked. They don't comprehend anything, not even the volume of my attitude. Ah! You like my ego now? It's ego that makes the world go round, not money. What you think? Must be crazy, huh? Must be foolish. I must be a fucktard. Remember, I left home at 15. And we're on the clock right now. We're always on the clock. I'm always on the clock. And if I'm always on the clock, then you're always on the clock. Tick tock, motherfucker. The time is now. Not tomorrow. Right now. What the fuck you gonna do today? Well, let's see. I invented a new alcoholic beverage that can be labeled as medicinal. Get the fuck out of here. Blueberry peach fucking hooch with fucking sativa brandy. Froze all night in a mash. And then I streamed it this morning. And my God, I've had 3 people try it. And then, holy shit, this is 150 proof. I didn't sell it to anybody. I gave them a sip. I said, just try this, motherfucker. Just fucking try it. And you bitches listening in, just fucking try me. Speak! That's where I'm at. Because I'm tired. Damn tired of being ignored. Huh? Cause my ball sack to get really fucking huge. Woo! Damn. Poof. I don't even drink. Holy shit. Just a little. Wow. And the guy that I met, that's the master of the distillery there, he doesn't drink either. That's the irony, right? Neither one of us drink.
How much do you drink of this?
Oh, geez, just a little sip. You don't need much more than that. A little sip of that's like drinking a whole fucking beer. Whoa! Hi! Good rising. 20 years I worked for multiple corporations in regards to sales, marketing, advertising. And it's like what Trump said. There's no such thing as positive or negative. Priority advertising. Consider the source. The motherfuckers talking shit about you. They really shouldn't be talking shit. Right? When you investigate their lives, they ain't worth talking about. Holy shit. Right? Wow. It ain't worth listening to. It ain't fucking worth following. You follow the words coming out of my fucking mouth right now. Wop pow! Goddamn don't like me now, do you? I ain't here to be liked. See that? I'm not here to be liked. Did that just punk you right out? Everybody else on YouTube, kiss your ass. Fuck you and fuck your ass. I'm gonna put my boot up your butt. Huh? On my dime. On my daughter. Whoa. Look out. I paid for your fucking entertainment. I paid to put a boot up your ass. I paid $1 to see if you would holler. How about that? Huh? It ain't motherfucking competing. Holy goddamn shit. Right? You think this is a fucking competition, punk? Little pup? Little fucking pupil? Eyeball me, boy. What? See, I gotta be a dick now. I tried to do this nice. For a long time, I tried to teach in a nice manner and be pleasant and please and thank you and Mr. Sir and Mrs. Ma'am and blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Doesn't work. It's not effective. They want to argue with you when you're fucking nice. You imagine that? Try to be nice about it, then they fucking argue with you. Now, I was trying to be nice. Excuse me, neighbors. This is an IQ exam. It's a litmus test. Am I fucking crazy? Or are you goddamn crazy? Who the fuck is crazy? Call me crazy. One more time, why don't you? See, my algorithm says you're going to shut your mouths and keep them shut. The longer you keep your mouth shut, the harder they are to open again. Because you love goddamn competing. Wonder if I can get it through your head now. Fucking hear me? Feel me? See what the fuck I'm talking about now? Huh? And by the way, leadership redefined my private domain as public domain. So the two are secretly one and you're not supposed to know about it. I think about it like this. You're in my eminent domain right now. You're invited to my eminent domain. And I'm explaining to you there's no separation between eminent domain, public domain, and fucking private domain. The three are one because I said so. I wonder how they gonna goddamn feel about it. Motherfucker, what? What? I keep telling you, dogs don't bark at dragons! They don't hear me. I don't fucking follow you. I don't goddamn hear you. If I can't see you, then you don't fucking exist. How about that? Turn you into nothing. And you won't say nothing about it, motherfucker. What? How's that for a spell? You like a good spell, do you? I don't hear nothing. It's amazing. And if you don't have anything to say to my face, right on life, in your face, in your goddamn grill, then you probably shouldn't be talking shit about me behind my back, right? I opened up a floor for you to talk shit to my fucking face, huh? And if you don't have a response in the circle, in the goddamn ring, don't inbox me. What I'm trying to establish through this is proving that most people are cuckold cunts, communists and conformists, and they don't dare get in the goddamn ring with me. And I'm proving them facts live for you on my dime, on my fucking dollar. Let's see these whores holler when I'm in control of the floor. Doesn't happen, does it? Doesn't happen, does it? Me saying those things was not to try to beat you down. Me saying those things was neutralizing the playing field so the majority of people would shut the fuck up unless they actually had a goddamn question that they actually wanted to know the answer to. Holy fucking shit. And you know what it does at the same time? It shuts up bullies. Shuts up the professionals who think they know what they're talking about. Licenses them. Silences them. If you got silenced, you got licensed. Ask doctors and lawyers about this shit. They think it's goddamn cute. If you're silenced by the issues, then you're licensed by the issues. Hibbity babbity boo, there, I put a fucking spell on you. Let's see you compete with that. I keep telling people, you either all going to get out or nobody's going to get out at all. They don't hear me so well. That's how it really works. Either it's all of you or none of you. It's quite a compromise, isn't it? It's funny as fuck. And you know what's even funnier? You don't believe a word that's coming out of my mouth. And you know what else? I don't care! Anna, I'll fucking make a textbook when you pay for it. And the lack of response? What the fuck? Tell your excuses to my children. They think I'm a fucking dumb nigger. And I'm sitting here exposing how you're all dumb niggers. Imagine that. It's actually the opposite. Wow, right? Who would have saw that one coming? Isn't this shit fucking hysterically funny? Like far out, man. Right? Fucking souvenir. I stopped with souvenirs. I have original pieces, and they'll be worth more when I'm dead than when I'm alive. That's how that works, you know? Legend? Goddamn, Legend can barely pay his fucking rent. Holy shit. People don't ever say anything good about me, Anna. Nothing I put on a fucking resume. Fucking Legend. No, I'm just paying attention. It ain't worth writing. Cost me more to write it than it's worth. Or the fuck. Yeah. It's always costing me. They don't recognize the cost. They think this shit's goddamn free. No, this came from 30 years of life, motherfucker. My goddamn life. And to sit there and tell me my fucking life ain't worth nothing and fucking fuck my children. Call me whatever you want. And it's okay because there's no goddamn consequences. Call me a pimp. Call me a gigolo. Call me a fucking human trafficker. Call me whatever you want. Fuck you. But take note. They haven't disagreed with a goddamn thing that came out of my fucking mouth for the last hour. Ain't that cute? Uh-huh. Yep. And what's happy about it? I don't celebrate my birthday. I'm not fucking pagan. I'm not a fucking pagan devil worshiper. Hello?
It's not your birthday.
Everybody got a goddamn ass backwards, and they think I'm the babbling backwards ass. It's fucking funny shit. Say?
I also had 3 birthdays.
You fucking devil worshippers! God damn you!
Here come the woman, the look in her eye. Wrist on leather, with flesh on the mind. Words, weapons, sharpened knives, makes you wonder how the other half died. Other half died. Makes you wonder. But here come the man with a look in his eye. Fed on nothing but full of pride. Look at him go, looking in a kick makes you wonder how the other half live. Devil inside, the devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside, devil inside, devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. Oh. Here come the world, the look in its eye. Future uncertain, but certainly slight. Look at the faces, listen to the bells. It's hard to believe we need a place called hell. Place called hell. The devil inside, the devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside, devil inside, the devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. Ooh. Na, 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 na. Well, here comes a woman with a look in her eye. Dressed on leather, flesh on the mind. Words are weapons, sharper than knives. Makes you wonder how the other half died. The devil inside, the devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside, the devil inside. Devil inside, every single one of us, the devil inside, the devil inside, devil inside, every single one of us, the devil inside, devil inside, devil inside, every single one of us, the devil inside. Oh. The devil inside, yeah, yeah. The devil inside, yeah, yeah.
fucking play games. They found out they were the games getting played. Holy fuck! Oh, they muted me. They fucking muted the goddamn shit. Sorry, they muted the music. I apologize. But it's really not about the music. It's about the pictures. It's about what you're being taught, told in school. What aren't you being taught, told in school? What's being left out? What's been hidden? This isn't about learning new things. It's about remembering old. Look how much shit you have forgot. And it's goddamn embarrassing. And I'm talking to the baby booming motherfuckers. It's your fault. I hold you responsible. I don't blame the millennials for the cuckold cunts they are. It's goddamn your fault. Your silence. Your fault. Look how silent they are. Happy birthday, Matthew. Happy birthday? You can't even have a conversation with Matthew. It's embarrassing. How come no one wants to talk about any of this shit? Something with your license? Might lose your job? Might lose your status, your station? Might lose your bank account? Might lose your ass? That's why I stay home. What can we learn from silent people? They're not trustworthy. Amazing things happen when you cross over, you flatline, when you become an NDE or have an NDE. In a lot of ways, it causes you to become your own little Buddha. You become your own little Jesus. You become your own little Allah. You know, in the Babylonian times, the individuals had idols in their closets and they worshipped themselves as their own God. That was then. How many gods are there? It's the right question. Causes mass confusion. God didn't create religion. Man did. See how funny that is? God didn't name the animals. Man did. God didn't name the trees either. Man did. Funny, right? So you got to ask yourself, what didn't man do? Seems like men did everything. They named the animals, they named the trees, they named the waterways, they named the stars. They gave everything a name. God didn't do it. Man did. Someone's angry today. Sounds like. Welcome to free therapy. Free. Free public education, everybody. Free. And there can't be a competition if this is free. It's in the public domain, which is my private domain, which is my eminent domain. The eminent domain, the public domain, the private domain, the three are secretly one, and now you know about it. So let that sink in for a second. And share with your mother and the citizens on patrol, the COP, and give thanks and homage to the FBI, the Homeland Security, Department of Health and Human Services, DHS, and whoever else may be listening in. Right? Oh, we can't forget about artificial intelligence. Hi, Sophia. Hi. So, everybody, meet everybody. Hi, everybody. Everybody. I hope you enjoyed the sound effects. Doesn't happen very often, but it happens. Hey, life happens. Guy sounds rather angry with his motorcycle. Holy shit. Right? This is what Crowley and Albert Einstein and who else? Um, it doesn't really matter if you reference this. It's also, spooky action from a distance, right? I'm I'm in control of your environment while you're watching my program. Eh, why? Fuck. All right. You see, this is a program. I didn't get programmed. I write program. The basis of situational awareness and observation. My neighbor is deciding to tune his motorcycle today. Yay! Terrific! How many times in your life have you heard think outside the box? What's outside the box you're in? Professionals work in the cubicle. Let's become situationally aware of it and realize it. Take note of it. All day you work in a cube. Doesn't really matter the size of it. Could be a box store. Right? Cubes, cubits, cubicles, cubers, blocks, boxes, boxers, boxing. what is outside the box? Pandora's box. What's outside of it? What if that box is inside a sphere or bubble for the boys? Bubble boys. Do you have a personal bubble? Do you like it when people coming within 6 feet of your grill? It kind of freaks you out, right? When does it start to freak you out? 6 feet? 5 feet? 4? 3 feet? 2? When do you get punked out? 1 foot? When do you feel their presence? 6 feet away? When do you become situationally aware of another person? Is it within the 6 foot radius of your center? Is that why we had 6 foot social distancing policies so no one would come in contact with anyone's personal bubble? Y'all be bubble boys? How you doing, bubble boy? Wild, huh? What strange time are we in? Wild, right? You think this happened overnight? This is me picking and choosing between videos that were made 4 or 5 years ago. And then last year, last week, this. Notice how they're all synced. And they look like they were made to go together in pieces. Could have been choreographed this way. Whoa. Yeah, no. I don't plan anything. I don't make plans. It doesn't work. Making plans doesn't work. They always fail. You gotta have contingency plans and backup plans, and you spend a third of your life planning shit, and it never works out the way you fucking planned. So no, I don't plan anything. Isn't that hysterically funny? I don't plan a goddamn thing. I'm always in the right now. There's nothing I can do about the shit that happened yesterday. And I have no control over what they're deciding behind my back. This I can control. Notice they never have a response for this shit, right? This I can control. When I'm in control of the floor, nobody has anything to say. It's fucking amazing. Boom. Now look at this. Let me back this up just a little. Look, right there. Perfect. Look. All right? Look at this. All right? Look at this shot. That's Putin. That's Fauci.
I've already seen that.
All right? This is me firing my gun. I made this shit 30 fucking years ago. All right? And then this shit right here happens. And this came out 11 months ago. What? I'm sitting here scratching my head and going, "Ow!"
Recently, in response to what was perceived as the dubious content of an official briefing given by State Department spokesman Ned Price, Matt Lee of the Associated Press said, "This is like crisis actors, really. This is like Alex Jones territory you're getting into now." From there, the exchanges between Lee and Price proceeded to degenerate into what can only be described as comic hilarity. What Price wouldn't dare tell or admit to either Matt Lee or to the American general public, on pain of immediate dismissal from his cushy job and career-ending public disgrace, is that the execution of such psychological operations, postmodern reality simulation aka false flags or hoaxes, as they relate to establishing a reason to prosecute a war, is nothing new in the annals of American history.
Matt, to your question, is an action that Russia has already taken.
It's an action that you say that they have taken, but you have shown no evidence to confirm that. And I'm going to get to the next question here, which is, what is the evidence that they play? I mean, this is like crisis actors, really. This is like Alex Jones territory you're getting into now. What evidence do you have to support the idea that there is some propaganda film in the making?
Matt, this is derived from information known to the U.S. government, intelligence information that we have declassified. I think you know.
Okay, well, where is it? Where is this information?
It is intelligence information that we have declassified.
Well, where is it? Where's the declassified information?
I just delivered it.
No, you made a series of allegations and
Would
statements.
you like us to print out the topper? Because you will see a transcript of this briefing that you can print out for yourself.
That's not evidence, Ned. That's you saying it. That's not evidence. I'm sorry.
Truth is, the sinking of the Maine in 1898 to begin the Spanish-American War, the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand which caused U.S. military intervention overseas in World War I, the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941 which precipitated the U.S.'s involvement in World War II, the Gulf of Tonkin incident in 1965 which escalated U.S. military incursions in Southeast Asia, and the controlled demolition of New York's Twin World Trade Centers and Building No. 7 on September 11, 2001 which led to the U.S. invasions of both Iraq and Afghanistan. To name but just a few instances, all were deliberately staged psychological operations which were utilized as justifications for war. In addition to the fact State Department spokesman Ned Price was trained at Georgetown University, a Jesuit-founded military fortress, according to his official biography published at Wikipedia, Price has also worked at the CIA, yet another Jesuit-controlled arm of the international intelligence octopus. In essence, Price is merely the latest in a long line of Jesuit-trained prevaricators and spin masters employed by the U.S. corporate government in service to the interests of the Jesuit Superior General at the Vatican. Here's something else Ned Price is sure to never relate to the American public either. Russian Premier Vladimir Putin is a fabricated character scheme portrayed by an award-winning Hollywood actor.
I think we should say that those nominated for the best performance by an actor are
Marlon Brando in The Godfather,
Michael Caine in Sleuth,
Laurence Olivier in Sleuth,
Peter O'Toole in The Ruling Class,
Paul Winfield in Sounder. The winner is...
The purpose of U.S. government psychological operations. Though to a majority of the American public, most of whom have yet to become initiated into entertaining such ideas, the very notion of false flags, aka psychological operations, postmodern reality simulation, mentioned during an official government briefing given by a State Department spokesman may seem conceptually radical or even absurd. Nevertheless, when considered in the grander context of geopolitics on the world stage, their predominance as a traditionally effective instrument of American foreign policy is not such an incredible or novel idea. But to what end does the staging of psychological operations ultimately serve? The U.S. corporate government, presented through varied formats beginning in the early 20th century such as newspapers, magazines, radio, and television, has harnessed the authoritative and influential power of the MSM and the Internet aka Jesuitical Ratio Studiorum, to execute psychological operations, to the effect of thoroughly manipulating and to even ultimately controlling public perception and consensus opinion which, within the last decade particularly, has quickly manifested into a virtual collective hive mind. Those working at the highest levels of the U.S. corporate government have always known, when the public can be steered towards supporting a war overseas against a perceived enemy, enemies which have always existed only as tools of government propaganda. Osama bin Laden aka Barack Obama, Jerry Seinfeld, existing as a prime example. They are acting in the interests of the international bankers of the Crown Temple in the City of London who own the US corporation, with the intent of influencing the thoughts and behaviors, hearts and minds, of its citizens. Behaviors which will subsequently, unwittingly but perpetually drown them in financial debt. Having strategically used the concept of war to create a new order out of a state of chaos and while causing the people to desire security and safety from perceived enemies at the expense of personal liberties, government officials can always much more easily exert control over citizens, totalitarian control which they never hope to renounce or to ever relinquish. Since the era of the 1930s, with the passage of UCC 2107, the War Powers Act, the U.S. corporation has been officially bankrupt, meaning, each human resource person or corporation has been bonded as collateral against the debt owed to the Federal Reserve, a private subsidiary of the Crown Temple aka 1 Square Mile, in the City of London which, in turn, is connected to the Vatican Bank aka Holy See and to the SNB Swiss National Bank. With the current rate of U.S. monetary inflation already mounting to unprecedented levels, the Crown Temple bankers remain all too well aware, in tandem with the political and financial chaos generated by the convoy protests taking place in Canada, staging a war between the US and Russia will effectively accelerate the financial decline of the West and relegate America to essentially permanent third world status. Despite, for now, human resources have managed to retain their free will over how their commercial behaviors are directed, very soon, unless they collectively choose to withdraw their legal consent, this comfortable reality to which they've become accustomed will inevitably grind to a crashing halt. Soon, within less than a decade, per the UN Sustainability Goals of Agenda 2030, with the global implementation of the graphene oxide blockchain cryptocurrency brain surveillance interface financial system based on body activity, human resources will find themselves no longer able to exercise autonomy or free will over how they choose to spend their finances. To paraphrase the words of WEF Chairman Klaus Schwab, aka King Harald V of Norway, everyone will own nothing while made to believe they are still happy, or else. How did this grim reality come to fruition? The answer, the Jesuits' Ratio Studiorum, aka the MSM, the Internet, and a phenomenon called sentient world simulation, aka postmodern reality simulation. Sentient world simulation. According to an article published at emerge.com, Sentient World Simulation is a program based out of Purdue University's Synthetic Environment for Analysis and Simulation Laboratory. Reportedly, SWS is a governmental unit of the NSA, National Security Agency, which gathers boundless amounts of information on Americans under the guise of fighting crime, by predicting criminal behavior before it is committed and to predict behavioral responses to propaganda and government-inflicted terror. The article at emerge.com goes on to detail, SWS relies on keeping tabs on citizens and gathering data by tracking phone calls, credit card receipts, social networks, GPS tracks, internet searches, Amazon purchases and EZ-Pass records. The program SWS reports emerge.com has amassed databases so profound they can now look so deep into a person's life they can predict their thoughts and future actions with relative certainty. The creation of AI-based programs such as SWS enables the MSM to accurately predict how a targeted population demographic is likely to react to the ongoing narrative of any particular news story, even before it is released for public consumption. In truth, as the article at emerge.com more than implies, similar AI systems, like those AI projects at Microsoft, for example, have been influencing the social and political behaviors of American society for longer than most would like to admit. Now, in the 21st century, and with the Obama administration's repeal of the Smith-Mundt Act, the role of AI systems in shaping the narratives of propaganda, psychological operations which are targeted at segments of the American population has grown to become quite standard. But what the article at emerge.com fails to report is that strict and routine applications of postmodern reality simulation, aka psychological operations, using AI programs such as the NSA's SWS are merely a modern-day manifestation of the Jesuit Order's Ratio Studiorum, a fact State Department spokesman Ned Price, given he was trained at Jesuit-founded Georgetown University, would certainly well understand. According to Wikipedia, the Ratio ATQ Institutio Studiorum Societatis Jesu, the official plan for Jesuit education, often abbreviated as Ratio Studiorum, Latin, Plan of Studies, was a document that standardized the globally influential system of Jesuit education in 1599. It was a collection of regulations for school officials and teachers. Wikipedia goes on to add, the work was the product of many hands and wide experience, but it most directly derives from the efforts of an international team of academics of the Collegio Romano, the Jesuit school in Rome. Today, over 5 centuries later, the Jesuits' Ratio Studiorum has manifested into what has become more familiarly known as the Internet. In combination with the MSM and the ubiquity of digital social media platforms, the Society of Jesus is able to continually operate a full-spectrum dominance of triangular psychological warfare from their headquarters at the Vatican in Rome. With complete control over intelligence gathering, mass surveillance-oriented organizations such as CIA and NSA, with control over digital social media platforms and related social media influences through their hegemony over Silicon Valley, which is closely tied to Jesuit-founded Santa Clara University, as witnessed by the public's virtually uniform fearful reactions to COVID-19 pandemic propaganda. Over the last 2 years, the Ignatian Society of Jesus and its superior general has been able to significantly widen the scope of their Ratio Studiorum into a system of triangular psychological warfare, consisting of the Internet, social media platforms, and the MSM, to bind an emotionally vulnerable and psychologically infantilized American public together into a virtual collective hive mind, one which is rendered reliant upon the US corporate government for not only crisis solutions, but for its financial sustenance and for its personal safety and security.
The holiday photo call. Every leader does one. No one else does them shirt off, fish in hand. Welcome to Vladimir Putin's summer break in Siberia. These state pictures designed to boost the president's popularity, the strongman image central to his sky-high ratings among Russian people. He found time for open water swimming in the freezing mountain lake. Driving machines at speed. And spearfishing. A Kremlin spokesman quoted as saying, the president chased a particular pike for 2 hours before, of course, snaring it.
Vladimir Putin exists only on TV. For decades, US government propaganda has sold the idea to the American public that the US and Russia have existed as mortal enemies. In truth, both the US and Russia are merely corporate subsidiaries of a global corporation controlled by the Crown Temple in the City of London and the Vatican in Rome, which, in turn, is controlled by the military order of the Society of Jesus and its superior general. Meanwhile, however, here's something else even more dramatic that the Jesuit-trained State Department spokesman Ned Price will certainly never dare reveal to either the AP's Matt Lee or to the American general public. Ear biometric, facial recognition, and extensive image comparison analyses confirms the current Russian premier, Vladimir Putin, is a fabricated character scheme portrayed by Hollywood actor Marlon Brando. Before being modified into Vladimir Putin earlier, during his career in Hollywood, Marlon Brando was modified into Hollywood actor Burt Reynolds. The fabricated character scheme known as Burt Reynolds, aka Marlon Brando, has also been modified, with generous latex stippling strategically applied to portions of the facial geometry to better conceal the identity of the host actor, live-action role player, into the popular television talk show host known as Dr. Phil McGraw. Turns out, further and extensive ear biometric, facial recognition, and image comparison analyses confirms Marlon Brando is hiding an even darker family secret. A close family relation of Brando's Hollywood actor Rod Steiger has been identified as the live-action role player who portrayed the fabricated character scheme known to world history as former Russian leader Mikhail Gorbachev.
Amazing, huh?